I never need an excuse to visit Waddesdon Manor. It's an absolutely beautiful place on our doorstep. And with the beginning of the new season, there's always lots of new things to see.
It's a really exciting season because for the first time since the 1950s, our visitors are going to be coming into the manor as they would have done if they'd been visiting in Baron Ferdinand's day in the 19th century. You go straight into the main reception room, which we call the Red Drawing Room. So it's almost as if you're walking across the house from the front to the back. You're drawn into the room by the view of the parterre and the fountains beyond. And the reason that all this is possible is because normally in the Red Drawing Room there's an incredibly important and beautiful and fragile 17th century carpet. And we've rested that carpet for the season and made a very, very high resolution digital copy of it called an iMat. And so with the iMat in the room, we can walk into the room as was always intended, and we've displayed the rest of the room again as it was in Baron Ferdinand's time.
So we've got Tales from the Archive, which is my excuse to tell stories about some of the people who have worked at Waddesdon or came to visit the Rothschild family when they were living here.
And I understand you found something quite incredible in the Five Arrows.
Yes, we found 100 letters written from the trenches in France during the First World War by the son of Alice's chauffeur, a young man called Jack Cox, and he was writing to Elsie Turnham, who was the daughter of the proprietor of the Five Arrows Hotel.
We've got new blinds through the house and also new picture lighting, in fact, so you get an extraordinary sense of the landscape. So when you approach Waddesdon, it sort of sprawls across the top of the hill. You think, this is enormous. And then you get inside and actually realise it's very long and thin. And you are absolutely supposed to have the sense of the landscape and of the gardens and to be able to kind of orientate yourself somehow when you are inside with the views from the windows. And so you can do that again now.
You've also found evidence of a golf course here at Waddesdon.
Yes, so we knew there was a golf course and it was put in by Miss Alice before the First World War. But we've got records relating to it from the Second World War, and particularly to a young man called Fred Whitlock, who came to Waddesdon in order to look after the golf course, and he was here when they were looking at making changes, adding new holes and expanding it. So it was a 9-hole golf course, but there's very little evidence of it now.
Now, every year you try to introduce something new to your visitors. What else can we look forward to this year?
Well, we've got a whole raft of special exhibitions of various sorts, and one which we're particularly excited about is a collaboration with the Wallace Collection and the Royal Collection in London, which is a look at the work of a French furniture maker called Jean-Henri Riesner, who was the furniture maker for the royal family, essentially. He made furniture for Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI. And we've got a focus on 3 chests of drawers, and you might well think, oh, well, that's a bit boring, an exhibition about 3 chests of drawers. But they are monuments, really, of 18th century craftsmanship.
So for visitors coming to Waddesdon, then, there's always new things to discover here.
Absolutely, that's what's fabulous about the new season, is we can talk about the things that we've discovered in the last year, the new research we've done, or new archives we've found, or stories we've uncovered. And we love to share those in the exhibitions with the visitors and our guests.